Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Nirotpal and today again today's subject is Java. So yeah, I am in third semester. Let's start with today's topic, which is chess with Java. Now we all know that what chess is, since it's gone so viral nowadays. Every kid is trying to learn how to play chess. So today I did today my project was to create a console based chess which can be played by people. Of course it was to create simple, but my time didn't allow me to make that simple. So you need to know the basic board size and stuff to actually play this game. So first of all, let's dive into the PPT. After that, we will look into the code. The PPT here suggests that chess with Java. This Java code implements a basic chess game, allowing two players to take turns making moves on command line. It checks for common chess condition like valid moves, checks, and checkmates. Object-oriented programming. Encryption. Each class encrypted in data attribute and behavior methods. For example, the pieces class encapsulates the type of chess piece, whether it's white or black, and how it moves. Inheritance. Different chess piece, example rook knight, inherit from common present class piece, meaning they share common attributes and behavior and can overdrive, override, or extend those behavior with their specific logic. So encryption is each encapsulation is just the attributes and behavior like methods. For example, the pieces class encapsulates the type of chess pieces, whether it's white or black, and how it moves. It checks whether the pieces are moving correctly or stuff like that. That's encrypted here, encapsulated here. Inheritance is like a main class which derive. It's like a main. There's a main class like a parent class, and child class are taking attributes from them. Like that's inheriting stuff from the main class. So, and polymorphism is this concept allow different types of object, the example pawns, rooks, to be treated as their parent type pieces. Like I said, yeah, inherit inheritance polymorphism is like different objects, uh, allows different types of objects. Okay, now there is game class. Game class in the game class there's class declaration, construction, and main game loop. In class declaration, the game class is declared with two inheritance class variables board and white turn is white turn. The construction initiates the game by creating new board object and setting the invite turn is true. If invite turn is not true, it will turn to black stone. And main game loop is the play method containing the main game loop which runs within the until the game ends. This allows us to continuously play the game until your queen is captured, king or queen is captured. Now here's game loop input handling. Scanner, the scanner object already scans whatever you are inputting in the console. Print board, it prints the board every time you input a piece, and it then uh, represents checkmate and checks. It makes sure it checks whether there is a checkmate or a check after you input the uh, the turn, like the choice you make in the board. Player's turn. The current player is his turn is displayed. They are promoted to input their move. Like if it's white, then the white will input the data. If it's black, the black the person who's moving to black will input the data. After it's done. You will see move input. The input is split into two parts, repeating the starting and ending position. Format checking. The code checks input for exactly two paths. If not, it prints an error message. Then it's position conversion. The starting and ending position are converted from chess notion or to indicate indice piece retrieval. The board get piece method retrieves the piece at the starting position. Move validation. The is move validation method checks if the move is valid according to rule of chess. Move execution. If the move is valid, the move piece method is called to update the board. Now, board class. We all know what board class means. It's just the board where I inputted the board, the code for the board. Here the board represents representation. The board is like it's a simple console base. So the board is just a 2D model, 2D array of pieces. It changes its position according to input you give, but yeah, the board has just six, 8 to 8 structure. Uh, Board representation. Board is represented as to the array of piece object where each element corresponds to the square of the chessboard. Okay, board initialization. The initial board method sets up the board in its starting configuration. Moving piece. The move piece method is responsible for moving piece from one position to on the board to another. Like I said, the input you give will change the 2D arrays data into whatever you have given. Now check and checkmate. The is king in check and is checkmate method checks whether the specific player's king is in check or checkmate. After it checks whether it is in check or checkmate, it will give you response according to it, and after that you can move according to it. And that's and piece class. Here in piece class, the defined common attributes, if the pieces are like I it's normally done with every single piece data is sent inputted differently. So here the pieces are defined common attributes and behavior of all pieces. It defines all the behavior patterns of all the pieces. And pawns extend the pieces class and implements the is move valid method to define how pawns move. As I said, it checks whether the move is valid or not. If it's not valid, then it would give you the result. Rook, knight, bishop. Similar to pawn, this class extends the piece class and implements their own move logic. So yeah, uh, it's similar. Like it just checks whether the pieces is moving it's move is valid or not. If it's not, then it will just print you invalid move and move on. Like it will give you another term. Areas for improvement. Advanced chess tools, like we can the my code is simple console based. So yeah, here we can actually improve advanced chess rules, implementation more advanced rules like castling and in person and pawn promotion. Of course, I didn't have time to actually create this castling in Prasant and pawn promotion. uh, Castling just refers to if the queen and if the rook hasn't haven't moved once. Sorry, if the king and the rook hasn't once moved, then the then they can interchange between each other. That's what castling actually means. Infrasound means that even I don't know properly because I'm not so good at chess. But if I'm not mistaken, infrasound means to take your opponent's piece, pawn piece, like you, no, not pawn piece, but yeah, using pawn, you can actually take your opponent's pawn, something like that, I guess, And pawn promotion, everyone knows, everyone loves it. Everyone tries to take their pawns to end of the other opponent's board and then promote it to a king and a queen. Everyone loves to do it. So yeah, it's it's a common thing. Of course, we can use graphical user interface. We can use GUI like FX, JavaFX, Swing, AWT, and those stuff to make it more responsive and more improved. We can also add AI opponents like you see in many chess games or stuff and stuff. They have AI generated opponents who have specific moves according to the level of difficulty you are choosing with. It says that implementing an AI opponent using chess algorithm like maximum with alpha beta pawning would allow players to play against their computer, of course. Of course, we can also add a multiplayer online. That would require a lot of stuff, which even I don't know. I haven't tried to actually connect Java with online, but yeah, it would require me to learn a lot new things. So basically, for the first one, it was less time, and for the rest of it, I had less knowledge. So yeah, that's what I would say how, and we can actually improve. If you want, you can. I will put the link of put the file of my code. You can take that and improve on it. I guess. And if you do, please tell me. I would love to play with that. Conclusion: this code provides a simple but functional implementation of code line uh, chess, common line chess, and in Java it employs key object-oriented principles like inheritance and encapsulation, make it easy to manage, of course, and uh, this is the conclusion. Now let's dive into the code, Salvi. Here, let's go to this. So yeah, here it's the game code. Here it's uh, like you can see, I run the code, ran the code once to play. So now let's see here. Huh, it's the pieces, uh, and uh, and this is the board. So yeah, this actually you can see do lot of stuff here. Nothing to worry about. I will post this in my video in description. You can check if you want and see to it that you improve on it. Just don't take whatever I give and try to improve it. So yeah, here let's go with the game. Here we say board like since it's a class, board is a class. We just took that class here, and then we took the private boolean is white true. If it's a private boolean because it would only work inside this code, outside it won't. So yeah, here the public game method is like you are it's creating a new board and then making the is white true so that the code runs. It's the white turns first. Like usually, yeah, that's how it works anyways. So here we see public void play. Here we play the game, like it's written how game will work. You see here the if true, while true, you put print board, it's a function here, print board somewhere. I put yeah, somewhere here there is the print board statement. So after that, you see if it's a checkmate. I guess it was here, right? Yeah, it's checkmate is if it's false, then it moves on. If it's not, it just continues. So yeah, if it's in is white turn, it's in some print. It is a function here. It prints white or black and it's checkmate and game over. If it's not, it checks it. It check if it's not in check, it moves on normally. Yeah, that's the thing. It here gives you white or black's turn. Here it says move, print, enter your move. You can choose like my code. I'll show you. My code allows you to actually put the initial value and then the end value. So yeah, it's be simple but also some complicated. String move scanner dot next. Just and ask you to enter the input here, input of this, and then that's inputted into parts, and then parts length is if less than 2, then this stuff. And yeah, here it's just game, new game, and play. It's just asking you to play. Yeah, that's done. You have pieces. Pieces have a stack as piece. It's white, boolean is white, and then this, you see a pawn class, you will see a rook class, you will see a knight class, you will see a bishop class, and queen and the king's class. Now, I put this, now it would rotate according to whoever is playing, but yeah, here you see pieces. Of course, pieces are there, private into white king's position and black king's position and stuff. So here you see pieces 8 by 8 board, and it's an array, 2D array. Pieces is a 2D array. It represents, and then it's undo move, is king in check, is checkmate, can castle. Yeah, it was. I did put castling, but I don't haven't checked if it works. But yeah, you can if you want. I actually put in Prasant too, but I don't know. I haven't checked it if it works or not. If you want, you can. And then you see rook's position. You see whites to rooks and four blacks to rooks, knights to rooks. Sorry, sorry, whites to knights and blacks to knights, bishop, queens, and kings. Yeah, and rest of all are pawns. Yeah, here. So that's the basic code. Since it's console based, I will run it in console in terminal here itself. I guess I have deleted. There, run it again. Yeah. If you don't know how to run a Java code, you can look into this. Sorry, I need to run this dot Java and check if there's any error in the code. If it's not, you'll find this. Then you just enter Java game and hey, it's working. Now here you see if it's black, it's in small letters. If it's white, it's capital letters. I did it to make it more use, uh, make it look like it's working. And here it's queen, it's king, K represents king, B means bishop, and here B means, yeah, N means knight, R means rook, here the same thing. So yeah, here we can input the, and if you want, like let's see E3, which would be, which isn't present here. Uh, let's go with, you can actually check it like this: A, B, C, E, E, F, E, C, D, E. Why not we give E2 to E3? You see it moved. Now it's black turn. Black can move from E6 to E5. e6 to e5. Is it e6? No, it's not, I guess. It's e7. e7 to e6. Yeah, it moved. Yeah, here. It moved here. Uh, you can play this, whichever you want. Uh, mhm, uh, b0 to mm, c3. c3. So here is in code, in and out of bound and stuff. Yeah. So there was an error here, and then the exception just put in. Of course, as I said, it's not perfect. You have to actually make it perfect to run it out of bounds. So it means that it shouldn't be one. It shouldn't be zero. It should be one. Yeah. So you can again run this code. I will again put B1 to C3, sorry, C3, and then run this code. Yeah, I got it. Nice. So of course it wasn't zero, it was one. That's where the error came. So yeah, you can play this with your friends if you want. It's basic. It's too basic. If and it's I know it's confusing, but yeah, it would work if you want a game which doesn't require any Wi-Fi or stuff in your laptop already. So yeah, that's what all.